Hi, Ben McAdam here from ProfitsCollective.com, and in this video I want to show you how to make your numbers less of a scary mess. A large portion of my clients come to me because they've been hiding from their numbers in one form or another. I mean, they know they're important, but they've been avoiding it. Maybe they're a bit busy, maybe the numbers make them uncomfortable, maybe they had a horrible maths teacher in school. Any of those reasons I've seen. But something's changed, and that's why they've come to see me. Maybe the revenue has jumped up, for example, and because something's changed, they've decided, it's time to get serious about this. They don't want their business to suffer from something that they didn't know that they didn't know. Unknown unknowns, I think I've heard it called before. So I've got a whole module on this in my Profit Foundations course, but I'm here to teach you the key concept so you can get some clarity and get started. So the key here is we want a system. We want a system, something that just kind of keeps happening regularly over and over and over again without any fuss or taking any of your brain power. On that note, we want you out of as many parts of this system as we can. Just keep you in the important parts. If you're one of those people that avoids the numbers, or this is a low priority, or you're really busy, then at least this system will keep running without you. So minus you, I might put in there. Anyway, this process, there are three main components to it. The first component is data entry. This is me attempting to draw that kind of looks like a keyboard. Anyway, the first bit is data entry. You want the information, it needs to come from somewhere, and it needs to be entered into somewhere else, usually. Some businesses are lucky that there's some software they use where the information is data entered effectively by the customers when they book or they do sales. But for most businesses, there's some element of collating information from a few sources, even if it's just from your bank account. And from this, ideally we want not you. This is not you. Not you here. Can I actually write this in red perhaps? Because this is so important. What you want is you want a bookkeeper or an admin assistant. Some people have their partners do it. Some people have friends or relatives. But this is not you. Very important. I'm not necessarily talking here about data entry into an accounting system. It could be a spreadsheet. Would prefer it to be something that's on a piece of technology, not on a piece of paper, because usually technology means things are faster, accurate, and cheaper to do. After that, data entry has been done, there is reports. You might have a fancy pie chart or something and some information. Don't necessarily need a fancy pie chart, that's just my way of drawing a report. So the data entry happens into a system, and then that system can generate a report. Usually the person who does the report is also, you guessed it, not you. I know that if you're starting a business, you might be thinking, oh, I don't want to pay someone to do that, but you can get people pretty cheap, $5 to $10 an hour, that can do all sorts of things for you. And then once the reports are done, then there is somebody having a look at them. This is the part where, actually, you know what, I'm gonna choose something different here. Let's call this a magnifying glass. There we go. Now we want somebody here having a look at those reports, analyzing the reports and making decisions based on those reports. So the numbers in your business can be really useful for making decisions. I'll talk more about that in a separate video, but the important part is that you're not just analyzing and going, huh, that's interesting. You're actually taking some sort of action for it. And this is you. But you're allowed a little bit of help, obviously. That's what I do. And then the one other piece I want to say that kind of completes this picture is after you've done the analysis, you might have some feedback to the data entry. Maybe they made some mistakes, or maybe you'll want to lay out the reports a bit different, so you need to tell the data entry person about that. But that feedback piece kind of completes the circle a bit. So I'm just going to write this. I can't think of a lovely picture for feedback. So we'll just say feedback is the last piece of the cycle. So just to recap, we've got in this system that will help make your numbers less of a scary mess, we have data entry, not you. We have generating reports, not you. And then we have the key important piece. It's so important, I might like surround it in blue, my favorite color, which basically looks black. Anyway, the key important piece here is the analysis and the decision making, and that's you. You are allowed to have some help, but the important thing is that all the data entry and all the reports are done for you on a regular basis, so you can sit down once a week, once a month, whatever your cadence is, and say, all right, there's the numbers that I wanted in a format that was useful for me. So this is this piece here, in a format that's useful for me, and I can make actionable decisions. That was how to make your numbers less of a scary mess with a system, a 3-part system with feedback. If this has been helpful, hit the like button. Let me know in the comments below. If you want to hear more on this topic about systems on how to make your numbers less of a scary mess, then just comment more, and I'll put some resources together for you. And so this was Ben from ProfitsCollective.com. I'll see you on the next video.